What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, CryptoHopper, the whole thing, and all that good stuff. I am Oprius, spelled O-P-R-I-O-U-S, because I get a couple of comments from people like, I don't know how you spell your name, of nerdy dude stuff. Today's beer of the day is going to be a Kona Longboard Island Lager. Get that on camera there. It's just a filtered lager, nothing crazy about it. We are going to move right on. Today's video is brought to you or inspired by a comment from Wonder Saver on our major update CryptoHopper channel video return. And Wonder Saver says, how is your Orem Victoria signals going? Did you take a hit with the I'm assuming BTC price fall? How does it perform when crypto is ranging rather than up down? Can this be done on the level below hero? So I said, I'll do a video today, August 20th. Spoiler alert, my DCA settings pulled me out some wins. Let's go ahead and pull up CoinMarketCap real quick and kind of take a look at what happened yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and pull up Bitcoin. And this we're only going to really touch base on Bitcoin just because this had more of an effect on the entire market and the trade settings. So yesterday, looking at August 19th, we saw some nice dip. We were sitting at some all-time yearly highs here of Bitcoin at about 13,000. 12.8, 12.7, 12.3, yeah. Just shy of 12.4 thousand. And then we took a nice little dump. And with that dump, made our day trading kind of a little scary. But with the settings that I'm going to show you, well, that I did in my last video, I wouldn't worry, and I'll show you why here in just a moment. So this kind of had an adverse effect on the entire market as well with this little trending downward, but now we're kind of bouncing back into recovery, so it's kind of good, and we're going to see those recovery on those trades happen. So yes, to answer your question, no, I did not take a hit on the BTC fall. We'll show you that here in a moment. How does it perform when crypto is ranging? This is the first week, so we're kind of learning it. And then, can this be done on the level below hero? Yes, this can be done on any one of the three levels. You have the hero, the adventurer, and the beginner. I don't remember the name of the beginner. I have never used it, so I don't know the name of it, honestly. I remember when it was back when it was Hare and like Bunny and the kangaroo, but they rebranded. The only difference between the hero, the adventurer, and the beginner level is the amount of coins you can use. So for my bot, I can use every single coin because I have the hero, and because I'm using signals, I can use every coin. If I was using a strategy, or if I was using TA settings, I could use 75 coins. On the adventurer package, you can do 50 coins, and then on the lowest package, I think you can do 20, 10, 15? I think it's 15. You can use 15 coins. So it can be done on those levels. You just have to pick your favorite coins and what you think would be good there. So let's go ahead and start taking a look at what happened in the past. Before I show you the scary screen, and I'm gonna have to give you some shock value, but I'm gonna also have to preface that with saying you need some balls of steel to be able to play in this space. Don't invest anything that you're not willing to take a hit on. I'm not gonna say lose, because with CryptoHopper, it's just, it's gonna make some bad trades, but with these settings, it's not going to make bad trades. It might take some buys and the coin might take a dump, and that's really the only thing that you have to worry about. But with these settings, we're making micro trades. So worst comes to worst, if you're playing around like I am with a 2,000 USDT value, you're going to be taking hits on trades that are about $10 to $11 a pop. Not the worst thing in the world, because you're doing so many micro trades that you're going to recover that. You'll see that here in a moment on the scary screen. If you're looking for settings and the stats and everything I have lined up, this is not the video. I will tell you that right now. This is a statistic video. This is the result video. I'm not showing any signals, any stats, any setting. I'm showing stats. I'm not showing any settings or anything when it comes to configuration of the bot. I will mention a couple of things, but if this is not the video for you, click on the last video that shows the 24-hour results, and I will walk you through the signals and the settings step by step in that video. So without further ado, let's get into the results and the stats, especially after yesterday's trading bloodbath. So here's all the buy and sells. This is on your trade history screen when you're on your homepage. We're going to go to the dashboard at the end of this video. I'm going to show you everything else. What we are going to do is we're actually going to switch this over to, we can have it on buys, whatever. We're going to switch this over to sells, because this is going to pull up all the sales that we have done since we've started. It's going to prioritize, it's going to put them in order of every single sale that we have done since we've started on the bot. I'm going to show you some interesting sales here, but you could see that every single number, and I haven't filtered it to show any negatives. It's this, all the results, like even if I filter with results, it's all positive sales. And we've done quite a few since we've been on the platform with the platform live. Actually, I bet you we can show some more sales. Yeah, we could show some more sales, just not loading the entire thing, because I was like, I started this before August 18th. We've done this for more than a week. I think August. Okay, so that is the earliest, or the first day that we started the platform, and we're going to switch this back to show the results of all the sales. All right, so we've been on the platform since August 14th. Our first, maybe it's not even loaded, but yeah, we've been on the platform since August 14th. We should have probably about another 10 or 11 positive sales here. I'm just not going to load anymore. You guys get the point. It did make a negative trade at negative 0.03, and that's because when I have the sell signal trip, when the trailing stop loss trips to sell, it sells at market price. So even though I put the token in at whatever the percentage gain was at the time, it's going to go market price, so it's going to go best value. It's not setting. It's just focusing on selling. But you could see here. Oh, okay. That's why we're not going to see the 14th, because of the date. Derp, derp, derp. Let's see. Yeah, so the August 14th is in there because it's got high. This is separated by lowest percentage to highest percent. So our lowest positive gain was 0.19%, and then as we start scrolling through, and you can see all the dates over here: the 15th of August, 18th of August, the 19th of August, the 20th of August, right there. I see it right there. We got a trade that happened earlier. As we start going through, and you see a lot of these are averaging. We'll show you the average here in a moment. About 0.85 or more. There are a couple few exceptions to the rule, but you could see all these positives, all these positives, all these positives. I'm just scrolling up, and we started at point. When did we start at? Let's go back down. We started at 0.19, and that's because of the market sale setting that we have on it, to our biggest positive mover 2 days ago, 7.11%. That is bonkers. So if we look at that transaction there, we probably bought in at about $10.50, and we've made like $1.58 on that. That is insane. So those are all the positive: 3.45%, 2.76%. And you notice here, the only exception to the rule on the negative trade, on the negative sale, was that one down here at 0.03%, because it couldn't catch the market sell price fast enough when it triggered to get it sold. So we basically broke even on that trade, and it was only for $10.50. So we made $10.40. We lost 0.001 or 0.0001 on that just because it didn't hit. All right. Any questions on that, leave in the comments. I know it's a lot of numbers on screen, but let's take a look at the 7%er here. If we go down to, if we organize this by currency, that was in PNC. We'll see how much we bought it for and how much it made for us. And then I want to show you one more thing on the, all right, so PNT, was it? Yep. PNT at 7.11% right there. So this purchase of PNT was done. We've got some other transactions here. So this is done on the 18th. So it looks like our purchase of PNT was probably done PNT buy. So we're looking at the 18th. So the purchase of the PNT was purchased at 9:48 a.m. on August 18th, and that sold about an hour and 15 minutes later at 10:59 a.m. We purchased the PNT at a total of $10.81. The bot turned around and sold it at $11.48. That's the amount that was put in there on the actual micro trade. Let's go back to one more thing here that I want to show, because there was one other goofy number in here that I want to show, and I will talk about that here in a moment. Like I said, most of my buys and my sales are in for $10 to $11, $10.50 probably being the lowest to about $11. So all this here is roughly $10 to $11, $10 to $11, $10 to $11. I don't care about it, like really what the statistic is, because I just want to get to, where is it? Well, maybe I'm stupid. I'll have to show you it on a different screen. We're looking for one that says, there we go, right there, $22 right there. So this is actually a DCA setting. When I made this profit on Doc, at $22, I was at a negative 20%, and we'll see that on the scary screen here in a moment. I was at a negative 20%, but since I held onto the token and didn't panic, it DCA'd, it went in, and it netted us some more dinero. So I'm very happy with that trade. Let's take a look at the stats. Have a sip of the booze. All right. So since we've started, these are all Buy, sells, buy, sells, buy, sells. Green is buy, red is sell. So yesterday, being the 19th when Bitcoin was down, we bought 24 positions and we sold 11. So we did pretty good. Today we were at buying into 9 positions and we've already sold 11 positions, so we are recovering. Amount of open positions versus our USDT. So we have about 2,000 in USDT. We have 85.3% of that balance available, and only 14.7% of our balance is being used. And you see that right here, profit stats. We have a total right now currently in pairs, in coin, in holdings, in trades, whatever you want, USDT invested, we currently have 358 USDT in other coins. You'll see that on the dashboard screen. Our current return has been about $15.65. So it's all small micro trades, and we had to recover from yesterday's bloodbath. And our current holding position would put us down $10.34. So technically, we are in profit of $5.31 roughly. So this is what we've already been returned. This is our position with our current holdings. We subtract that, and that shows us in the profit, and with our fees also being inclusively taken out. We have received profits on everything, 98% of our stuff has been triggered by trailing stop loss, and you can see that here. It's 143 sells. I sold 3. I saw a coin that I'd been sitting on for 2 days, and it just, it has to get to 1.2% profit for it to trigger my trailing stop loss arm, and it kept getting to 1.18%, 1.18%, 1.18%, so it never triggered the stop loss. So I just turned around, I hit the sell button, it sold it at like 1.11% versus hitting the trailing stop loss and then maybe dropping down to 0.8%, because it would have to drop by 0.4% to engage the sale opportunity. So I just did it manually 3 times. Everything is all coming from Orem Victorious settings. You can see here 142 buys. Here's our profit percentages roughly every single day. Even on the 19th, we had a profit of about 1.48%. And that was with all the sells. Now, even though we have a whole bunch of negative holdings or coins that are in the negative, all the sales that we've done, we have not sold a token for a loss, with the exception of that one. And I can't stress that enough. We are in profit, which is awesome. And I'm going to show you the dashboard. It's going to look scary, but I can walk you through it. And then you see here, you really can't take this. You have to take this with a grain of salt, because when I started the platform, I had 874, and then I bumped it up to 1,114 USDT. And then I said, you know what? I need to get it up to 21 or 22,000 USDT, because that's when we really want to start seeing some serious numbers with our trades. Average holding time is 7 hours. So very, very big wiggle room for some day trading. An average profit per coin is 1.26%. So very, very happy with all that. You see all of our stuff down there. All right, so let's go to the scary screen. Well, what's the charts got for us right now? Do I want to do anything with charts? No, not at the moment. We can read all those later. Let's go to the scary screen. So we're going to go back out to our dashboard. You're going to see here some fun stuff. So as you can see right here, my math is a little, well, since we probably came back here, we currently have our starting balance in USDT on Binance was 2,164.72 USDT. We are currently sitting at 2,169.38. That is a total USDT return of 5.47. So what that means, with all these holdings, we currently have 30 positions. You know what? I'm going to actually do a sell right here. So we've got LRC right here at 10.84. It's sitting at 1.12. This has been bouncing between 1.1 and 1.19 all day. So we're just going to go ahead and trigger a sale just to do it ourselves, and we're going to walk away with 1.12% profit. So I'm happy with that. As long as we're in the profit, I'm very, very happy. So we're going to wait for that right here. It's at the price of a market order. That did go through and sell, and we have just made profit of 1.12% by manually pushing that sale through. So looking at this scary screen, you can see all these reds, all this red. We've got coins as low as negative 10%, coins as low as negative 11%, coins as not low as negative 0.04%. But if you scroll down and you take a look at total assets and current positions, out of all these tokens, out of all my 30, the average would only put me down 3.35%. So if I hit this panic button right now and sold all of this, I would be at an average of negative profit of negative $3.35. But since we've already made profit on these tokens and these tradings, we are currently up $5.41. So if I hit the panic button, this would all sell, this would all dump out, we would be at ground zero, and our new total starting balance would be $5 more than what we started with. We're not going to do that. we are going to continue to ride out. So let's take a look at all these positions. And like I said, most of my positions are from about $10.50 when I first started the platform. And then as I started increasing the USDT balance here, I have it set at a minimum of position at 0.5%, which means all of my position and all of my coin purchases are going to be at 0.5% of my initial balance. So if I have $2,100 in Coinbase and I tell it only spend 0.005 or 0.5% on each position and trade, it's going to buy in for each token at $10.50, which I have a little bit more, so it's been buying at like 1080, 1090, 1090, whatever. And then I also have it set to a minimum of never buy a position. The minimum is already 1050. So even when I had $800 in there, I was telling it to buy at $4 per position, but I set a minimum to say you can never make a position unless you're going to buy at 10.5, so that would override and it would do all my positions at 10.5. So that's why you're going to see a couple of the older positions at 10.5, and I think I only have 2 left at 10.5, and I had that for about 2 days, and then as we started adding more into our balance, you could see the positions going for 1080, 1080, 1070, 1084. As the money grows, the position's going to go. So if we get to 3,000 USDT, if we get to 3,000 USDT onto Binance and it's buying at 0.5%, it's going to start buying positions at $15 a pop. Multiply that by 0.119%. We're making 17 to 18 cents a trade at that generous 1.19. All right, so then you're going to be asking yourself, well, I see this position right here that's at $28.28. You can just look at these as dollars right now because it's USDT. We'll just say dollars instead of Bitcoin, Ethereum, all that stuff. So you see this token here, we have 28.28%. We have 28.28 worth of CHR. And that's definitely more than our IOTX, our GPB, our Strat. That's all in that 10 range. That's because this token triggered our DCA. So that means when we entered into this position at the $10 or at 10.5 or whatever, this token immediately within 20 hours dropped 20% of what we purchased at, and that triggered my DCA to triple down and buy in. So now it did that. So we're just shy of $30 on the token, and we are just below 0.44% profit. So once this increases another 0.44%, or if this coin bounces up to what the initial price of its original purchase was, sheer profit, sheer profit, sheer profit, making me very, very happy. I like these numbers. I like what I'm seeing. Any signals? No. We do have an error here. This should trigger off next. The reason why we have an error is because we already have an open position for BUSD. Where is that? Right here. So it did get a signal to buy BUSD again. We already have an open position, so it's not going to buy that as well. We currently have 28 positions. So we currently have 28 positions. We'll do it result way. We currently have 28 positions. We have a maximum of 30, and that's kind of how we're doing this. So if the market starts moving back up, we'll probably double that up to about 45, maybe 60. That's actually doubling if we go to 60. But right now, 30 is pretty safe. We started at 15. We bumped it up to 30 just to get out of some of the bloodbath, which I consider bloodbath when you see it all red, but it's not. What's our oldest? Our oldest is Zen, 5 days old. Not bad. Remember, our average trade time is 7 hours. So even though we have these 5 days, 4 days, and 3 days, we might have a whole bunch of 1 days and under. These three positions might trade off like crazy as well. So hopefully it answers a lot of your questions. I know it's a lot of information. If you guys haven't signed up for CryptoHopper, there is a free link for a 7-day. There's a free 7-day trial to CryptoHopper in the link for this video. There's also a link to Binance. If you're going to get into the trading and you want these settings, look at the video that I posted before this one. You're going to need to sign up for Binance. That's how the signals are working. That's how the trade and all that stuff will work as well. Any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. Leave a comment below, or you're more than welcome to get with me on Discord. Link for that in the description. Telegram, Twitter, all that good stuff. Always available, and I'll talk to you guys probably through my mobile phone. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you're in CryptoHopper, let me know how you're doing. If there's any questions I can answer about CryptoHopper, any hesitations, anything that you feel, I'm your guy. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time.